Ah, hello everybody. It's me, it's Andy Decayed Andy here. Oh, Big D's working. Hey, Big D.
Hello, sorry.
No, you're. I was making sure your Discord audio was
Oh,
working because I switched over to talking with Daddy and Jubal during the week, so
ah,
I was concerned that it might be on the wrong channel, but I think it only is a problem if I have the Fluff and Hammer because I think the Fluff and Hammer I have to
ah,
switch channels to be on the Fluff and Hammer one, but when we're doing this,
okay.
for whatever reason the Discord's just works. I think because we do it in the
Yeah, yeah.
specific Fluff and
Mm,
Hammer audio area
yeah,
versus mine slash normal private Discord chat is probably kind of bunched together for
yeah.
whatever
I
reason.
think that probably does help. To be
I,
fair,
I don't know why, but it's
Meh.
it's how it works. If that's how it
but
works, that's how it works.
it's working right now, and that's the important bit.
Yes, and we don't question things when they work. No, sir. H-
Exactly.
How's it going, Big D? You doing well?
Yeah, bit of a exciting day. I had second round of our Armageddon Crusade campaign, 40k.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. How'd that go?
I got tabled, but
Oh, who were you? What were you against?
I was facing Demons of Chaos, and he had a Bloodthirster.
Oh, okay. And
Partly
you
it
were
was
doing
my
the Space Wolves, right?
no, I was doing Necrons.
Ah, okay, right.
I'm running Necrons in this campaign because we had too many Imperial players. So I said, "Well, what do you want me to run? I can build an army. Just tell me." Uh,
I could build it all out of metal if you wanted.
uh, yeah.
Mostly.
So I built Necrons. Took a moral victory because I did put the Bloodthirster down.
Oh, okay, right.
Yep, Gauss Destructor's doing 6 damage with lethal hits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's tasty.
Yeah.
Uh, and my heavy destroyers getting back up again after being destroyed proved quite annoying. So
Mm-hmm.
that worked. But yeah, it was fun. Good bunch. It was
See, I
50.
thought you were gonna say I got the moral victory. I ran him over in the car parking lot at the end of the night.
No, the dude was good enough to help me get myself out to the car, so I can't complain.
Oh well, fair enough.
Yeah, it was a good time. I'm enjoying this.
Is it on a schedule? Like, is it gonna be like once every 2 weeks or like?
It's once a month. So we've got the next round's going to be in December.
Is it the same time
And
every month, or is it just sometime during the month that you do it?
it's more or less the same. It's going to be like the
Middle of the
second
month.
Sunday of next month. Yeah, middle
Yeah.
of time.
Oh, yeah, because you
It's
want to get it in before Christmas, obviously.
yeah, yeah. It's gonna be a Sunday, and it's only like 2 miles away from where I live,
Oh, yeah, I
the next
remember you
village
saying.
over. So,
Yeah.
which is quite nice. And they have a a gaming bunker there every Thursday, which I'm going to try and get to.
What's a gaming bunker?
It's basically the guy who there's a chap who runs a hobby shop in one of the garden centres nearby, and he basically now runs a Thursday night gaming club out
Oh,
of
okay.
this village hall. So
Oh,
it's like £2 towards the
well,
upkeep
like
of the
upkeep.
hall.
No, that's not bad.
Yeah,
That's fine. Yeah.
yeah. They
£2
got
is
a
what
lot
I
of
remember
stuff.
we used to pay for like child not child yeah, kids youth club I used to go
Yeah,
to when I was very
exactly.
small, I'm pretty sure.
And they've got a hobby space fair organised now. So yeah, I might take along my Tomb World train and build that.
Oh, is it just 40k? They do all sorts of
Oh, they do
stuff.
everything. I'll probably take the Tomb World and maybe one of my BattleTech starter sets and see if anyone fancies giving that a go.
Okay.
Yeah, just one mech on one mech and see how we get on.
In the arena.
Well, BattleTech, the thing is, it's a very crunchy game. You don't really play with more than like 8 models at most on any one side.
That's a big what they call them. I remember them it's not wing, is it?
Lance.
That's it.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
Lance.
two lances.
Yeah.
Really, you want to be playing with less, but they recommend 2 lances versus 1 star of clan mechs.
Hmm.
So that's 8v5. That's what comes in the Alpha Strike box.
I was trying to remember what they were
Which
calling
is
it because I played the game, the newer BattleTech strategy game, and I was like, "What the fuck is a group of 4 mechs called?" I wouldn't have guessed Lance off the top of my head, to be honest.
to make it even more confusing, there's a third term for another faction. Comstar call their stuff levels.
Levels.
Yeah, so level 1, level 2, level 3, and so on.
Not like Green Hill Marble Zone and Scrap Yard, not like that.
No, their version of a lance is actually 6 mechs, and that's a level
Oh,
2.
why? Why is theirs 6?
Because they're a telecoms company, I imagine. There's probably some weird ass.
They're BT. They're British Telecom.
No, it's American, so they're actually
even worse.
they're Comcast.
Oh no! Yeah, yeah, there is British Telecom, but for America.
And the worst bit is they're the ones who stopped the clans.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, Battle of Tukid was the clans versus Comstar.
Oh, see, I only
The
know
rest of
the most I know of the Clan Wars is the really rushed, truncated version that you get in the cartoon that ends on a cliffhanger.
I love that the cartoon is now considered in-universe propaganda.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, there's a great bit where, because I've got a load of the source books for it, and there's a book called 2 books called Legends, that are just like modern character profiles of figures from the lore, and they go into the main signer dude from the cartoon. Yes. But they also, in another book, have a whole thing on. Is it Nikolai Malthus?
That's
the main
Nikolai
bad guy?
Malthus. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, and man, his story is sad.
Oh.
Because he actually winds up being a object of mockery to the rest of the clans because of how he's presented in the cartoon. Because he presented as being such an absolute idiotic asshole. It's quite funny.
For a 90s cartoon villain, I don't think he's that bad.
No. And you know what? The fact that he even got that sort of cartoon in the 90s for what was... Yeah, it was CGI at the time. Yeah, fair play to him.
It was really good CGI at the time, to be fair.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
it was one of the early adopters.
Yeah, I mean, that was the time when BattleTech really hit. Probably it's up until this today, where it's kind of regained quite a bit of luster with the amount of content and product that's out there. That was probably its peak. In fairness.
Yeah, because Mech Warrior 2 was around-ish that time period, I think.
Yeah, that was when it... And they then shipped it with every graphics card for like 2.5 years.
Yeah, and I think Mech Commander 2 was around-ish that time as well, which was very good as well.
Mech Commander 2 was 2000, I think. That was around the same time as... Yeah, it was the same time as Mech Warrior 4, because they were both released under Microsoft.
Huh. Maybe
that was when the license had shifted.
Because I remember I had Mech Commander Gold.
Yeah.
That was really good.
Unsurprisingly, I have all the Mech Warrior video games, bar the original.
Physical form, you mean?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
But I've found a few. We're hoping that now one of the few upsides to Microsoft buying Activision is potentially now the rights issue for all the earlier BattleTech video games have been solved.
Ah, okay.
Because Activision published up to, I think, they did Mech Warrior 2 and 2 Mercenaries, and I think they may have published 3. But then Microsoft bought Facer.
Is that another company? Is Facer?
Facer is the company that created and published BattleTech, Shadowrun, all those games in the 80s.
Right.
And they kind of had a massive financial thing, and Microsoft bought them, and the rights then got all weird. It's what, but there's a bit of hope that now Activision's under the same umbrella as Microsoft that may have solved some rights issues. So hopefully we might see them on GOG. Okay. Weirdly, a lot of those Mech Warrior games are on Xbox Live at the moment.
Oh,
you can play them on Xbox Live.
Huh.
But it's specifically the PS2, the PlayStation version of Mech Warrior 2.
Oh, that's even stranger.
Which is so bizarre.
Yeah.
It's specifically that version. Yeah.
Mr. White's here. Hello, Mr. White. He says, evening, lads. Mech 4, question mark.
I love Mech Warrior 4.
I don't know what he wants clarifying, but you'd know more than me what the question would be, because that was the question.
I'm not sure what the com bit means, but
Com-mech 4.
nope, got me on that one.
That's a thing between the two of you. You'll have to sort out on your own show,
Yes,
I suppose. We may as well get rocking and cracking with the knacking. So
let's.
get the music all sorted up. Where is the music? There it is. Okay, and we'll turn on the screen. There we go. Let's get it in a better position. There we go. Okay, music time, everybody.
Welcome to Moonbase 2.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Moonbase 2 podcast. My name is Andy, Decade Andy. We are looking at part 2 of the Age of Extinction toy line. Toy line. I get there in the end. We're doing the fun bits, the dinosaurs, and we're doing it with Big D. Hello, Big D.
Hey you. Hey man.
Yes, this is what I call the fun side of this toy line. We got the kind of dull slop.
Yeah, we got all the
junk.
vehicles last time. It's dinosaurs and it's fun.
It's the dinosaurs, and they're not screen accurate. Therefore, they're more entertaining.
Yes. And honestly, most of these were bloody good fun to mess around with. I'd forgotten that, to be fair.
Yeah, did you have any of these? Because I didn't have any of them, and I didn't get to fiddle with any of them.
I did. I actually had a cut. I think I had. I had at least 2 of these.
Oh, okay.
That I can see.
These
so
were
not
the
many,
things,
but
these were the things that made me consider going back and like actually picking them up at one point. But in the end, I went, no. They'd be nice to have, but I don't think I'd love them for a long time, you know. But
no, that's fair.
These were way more like eye-catching than the other stuff.
Absolutely.
Mainly because they were just not accurate to how they appeared in the movie. Because they appeared in the movie as dark metallic with moss on them. And it's like,
you could not make out a single detail on those screen models.
No, especially when they're in the background in a weird party mess that Michael Bay's filming style usually is.
Yeah.
And all being one color against other grey blobs, which were Decepticons. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
But we're going to look at the first one. First one being a Slug, who did apparently have some changes. There's 2 versions of this figure, not including repaints. So later releases of the Slug figure features a running change. Apparently the front Triceratops horns were rounded off, so they're a bit pointier on the original one. I'm guessing this is the same kind of idea as like snipping the fingers off of the dreads that we talked about. I think so,
earlier.
So maybe they were just too sharp and they to make them a little bit more child friendly.
I never noticed, but then
you might have the pointier one, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, I bought it for weekend they released for line.
Oh, you'll have had the non-altered one, I suppose.
Yeah.
Then.
Yeah.
So this is one of the ones you had?
Yes, I still have it, in fact. I don't know where it is, but I still have it.
What do you think?
He's fun, bit hollow, but you know what? Like you say, it's a lot more eye-catching than the rest. Anything that's not a Dinobot, because everything else is either a car or grey or just But these, they're fun, and you know what? They're not my Dinobots, but they are a fun interpretation of them, especially in these colours.
Okay.
I do love how all the colours for the toy versions really do give each one their own bit of presence. So,
in the robot mode, do the front legs actually peg into the side of the robot? Because they seem to just be hanging there, looking like they should peg into the torso, but they're not.
I can't remember, actually.
Because it looks like they're little purple tabs that should probably go into, I guess, slots in that chest.
I think they do. Because if I remember rightly, because you can see on there, you've got the upper legs are basically on the back of the shoulders.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think that is how it's supposed to work. They do tab into the torso.
Okay, because otherwise it doesn't look quite as good. It kind of just looks like the
Hmm.
front legs are hanging there. But if they do peg in there, which I assume they do, because it looks like they should, that obviously tidies up the chest a lot more.
I think they've done a better job on the Takara figure transformation to show that off. You can see where it's angled slightly, and they are kind of stuck into the side of the torso slightly.
Okay.
It is a bit awkward, but it does work, and it helps fill the torso out a little bit, so it's not
A
quite
little
so.
bit at least. When you said it's hollow, I'm guessing you mean the back of the legs are hollow, the forearms are hollow. Was there anything else that's hollow on it, or not?
Those were the main bits, to be honest. And honestly, by this point, we were kind of starting to get a bit used to it. It was annoying.
It was the Hasbro way.
Yeah, and you know what? I mean, the swords, they kind of did bug me a bit because, to my mind, that's not a sword. It's something else, but it ain't a sword.
Like a lance in a weird way.
Yeah, but it's fine. It's fun. He has two bladed weapons. That's kind of a bit of a novelty in this line overall, to be fair.
How was the articulation? Do you remember? Was it standard, like anything
pretty
to
decent.
stand out? Or
It's got a waist swivel.
Okay.
Legs, decent articulation. There's a thigh swivel in there. The arms. Actually, you know what? That's one of the things about this guy, from what I remember in particular. Actually, really good articulation. Little tricky balance-wise, just because he has all of the shoulders hanging off, all of the head hanging off his shoulders.
Right.
But yeah, decent articulation. No ankle tilts, but the feet are angled slightly, so that helps.
Is he a shell former? Like how well does he transform? Do you think, or do you remember?
From what I remember, it's pretty decent because basically most of the robe, it's not really a shell because everything does actually transform properly. It all kind of compresses in to make it work. So you can see where the lower legs become the back thighs of the dinosaur. The forearms become basically the sides of the torso.
Yeah.
For the beast mode, and then the sides of the head come around and slot in place. It was actually quite a nice transformation, to be honest.
What's the weird tail on the back of the robot mode? Is because that's not his actual tail. Is that his tail just folded up? Actually,
I think it was. Yeah, I don't remember there being any parts forming involved with it, apart from the swords.
Because it kind of looks like it's the back of the spine for the Triceratops, but I can't actually tell where his spiky tail is, which I'm sure would anger a lot of dino purists.
I think it may have actually come out of the back of one of his feet when it folds up they fold up to become his hindquarters. I think I would need to try and dig my copy out to check it, which I'm not really. I don't really want to try and do that at the moment.
No.
But yeah. I'm sure it was something to that effect, but
how rubbery was he? Because I'm guessing the sword's probably rubber, the horns probably rubber.
The swords were soft, the horns were soft. I think the frills on the edge of the crest the grey frills were soft, and I'm pretty sure the tail was soft as well.
What about the lower jaw?
That I can't remember.
Because there's little pointy tusks on the end of the jaw as well. So I imagine at the least that would be. But I wondered if the whole bottom jaw would be as well.
I think the jaw was harder because of the fact it had to plug into from side to side. So yeah, what was it? You got me thinking now because I'm generally not sure because it does look like that's a solid piece for.
But I don't believe the little spikes coming out the bottom of the jaw wouldn't be. They'd have to be rubbery. If his normal tusks are rubbery, then so would those be.
They might have been. I honestly cannot remember at this point, I'm afraid.
Okay, no, it's fine. I was interested.
Yeah.
Rodimus, Power Toy Collector, hello, welcome. And Mr. White says,
hey, dude.
Sludge. He meant slug. Slug head mold is slick and very no nonsense for such a bestial character. One of these days, there will be a series where several adventurers go through the mountains of Stuff D has a round here somewhere.
Yeah, more than likely.
Are you saying it's like in the Mountains of Madness, but it's in the Mountains of Big D?
Madness has been gone at this point, I'm afraid, around here.
Are there like elder things that'll say tickle-lee, tickle-lee?
Well,
Tagging.
I mean, there's kind of reasons I don't dig too deeply or too greedily in it, to be honest.
Are you saying there's mithril somewhere in those mines? Actually, technically, there's enough like white metal in your collection.
Yeah.
That's probably kind of true. Yeah, that works.
I mean, I know at least there are parts of a Balrog around here. So
I was going to ask, do you have a metal Balrog? It was metal, right? It must have been.
I have most of a metal one.
How do you only have most of it? What are you missing for a Balrog?
It was a mispack that one of the GWs, the local GW store had, and I needed some bits, so they kind of gave me the whole thing.
That's unusual, because usually when they make stuff, at least by today's standards, that goes in the bin and gets sent back to the factories.
Yeah, I mean, I was doing them I was painting some models for them as well, so.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, like here's some extra bits so you can do with them. Never actually using anything from that from that kit, to be fair.
Well, I mean, the Lord of the Rings stuff would be hard to convert for just because it's so out of scale with everything else, deliberately so.
Yeah, I mean, I did do a lot of converting of Lord of the Rings stuff just within the line itself.
Okay.
Little things. Quite good fun, but
I only had the free pack of goblins you got in a random white dwarf. That's all I know of the line. And I was like, these are small and they're lame and I don't like them.
That's a fair assessment of the Moria Goblin kit.
Yeah, well, they were just one piece. There were, I think, well, two piece. There was the goblin piece and then the base, and that was it. And it's like, all right, well, no, thank you. I say, not for me.
Yeah.
But back on Slug,
yes.
I do really appreciate he has an old school. What do you call that? Frog helmet, night frog helmet.
Yeah, it's that really kind of class. It looks knightly, which I do like. How all the Dinobots kind of had these very knightly style helms.
Classic night helmets as well. Like it's the kind of night helmet where in a movie you only see someone like die by having an arrow or knife pushed through the eye slit, and that's about it.
It's a sort of found where the whole bottom part would probably lever up to reveal the face in, and then get ready to charge, close it up.
Yeah, just never fall off your horse if you're in heavy armor.
Yes.
Otherwise, you fall over and then you get stuck in the eye.
You say that. I've seen footage of someone wearing full plate armor fall off a horse.
Or like
it's a replica of medieval full plate armor.
Okay.
Fall off a horse, get straight back up again, do jumping jacks, do a bloody Captain Kirk roll.
I think generally though it wasn't a good idea to fall off your horse in full armor because you'd run out of energy. Even if you could get up quickly, you'd get tired.
I mean, yeah,
very tired.
The thing to remember is that these guys were training to wear this stuff from when they were kids.
Yeah, but what, like, man, you don't even have to be in fight training. You just need to throw your fists in a punching bag for a little bit without any armor.
Oh, yeah.
That's tiring. Now do it with 30 pounds of armor.
Yeah.
Or more. Doesn't matter if you're training, you're going to get tired quickly because it's hard.
Oh, sure.
Like, look at how sweaty boxers get.
Very true.
Yeah, they train a hell of a lot. But yeah, so that's Slug. Who got a few versions of him done. You mentioned that he got the Japanese version, which is effectively the same color scheme, but more metallic-y. It seems, otherwise it's the same.
Yeah, I think they shifted the body to a darker, grayer tone rather than the brown metallic they've used on the Western version. Then the purple is just...
It's just metallic.
It's a much more heavily metallic color, which I'm kind of vibing with it, to be fair. It does bring out it help. There's not a lot of detail in the head, so this changing colors actually helps the light catch more of it. So I do dig that.
In terms of other dues, there was a Evolution 2-pack, but I think that's similar to the original version. There was the what do we call it? This is the Dinobot G1 color variant. There's
Hmm.
also the Redeco and the Platinum 5-pack, which I think is in a G1 color scheme, if I remember right.
Yeah, and there's a Black Knight color scheme, which is
Yeah,
that's
well, and there's another one as well.
Hmm.
Yes. So the G1 version is kind of G1y, but it's a lot more red than you'd
It
think for
works-
the robot mode.
It works better in the beast mode.
Yeah.
I think that how they've had to, because of how it's been designed to be molded up, has affected how the placement's gone on the final figure.
Yeah, of
I don't
course.
dislike it, and it does tend to be. The thing is, I'm actually looking at Studio Series 86 Slug right now,
Oh, on your table? Or
actu-
just a photo of one?
just off to one side.
Mm-mm.
So he's stood on top of a pile of Blu-rays. Actually, looking at, I'd actually forgotten, but where you got the body mostly red, yeah, that checks out, and even the gold from the back section that's hanging down,
Mhm.
Slug has that. That's actually a part of his design because
Okay.
that's where his beast mode tail ends up.
Yeah.
Just kind of thing. So that actually is not a bad one-to-one. It's just the amount of additional red there, so around the knees.
Do you think
The
it's better than
shoulders.
the purple though? Because I think the purple works
Um,
better for this. I mean, this is the easy sell, right? This is the one you just do for the collectors. It's just like, it's G1, you'll buy it, right? And most people
I
would.
think this is more successful in the beast in the Triceratops mode.
Why do you think it's more successful than the purple one out of interest?
Well, I don't necessarily think. I think in terms of how this one's colors work, I think are better in the beast mode than the robot. I think my thing about the reason I would possibly pick this over the standard release is purely how vibrant the red is.
Okay.
In contrast, but then you have the silver is quite a nice bright silver, but so it's not a. Sure, there's a bit of gunmetal in there, but it's been burnished, or they've gone for a lighter metallic base tone so that the shadows work, but then it's not dark all the time. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from. I prefer the purple one just because I like how in Triceratops mode, his frill, or whatever you call that, the plate on the back, they've broken up the colors with purple and the orange, so it makes it a little bit more interesting to look at. And this is just G1, and it's like, okay.
No, I do understand that completely. I mean, I am actually really happy with the slug that I bought in the purple colors. I wouldn't have minded getting this one if I'd had a chance to. Never did. Not too fussed about it. If I had gotten it, I'd probably been quite happy if that had been my slug. But,
sure. Yeah. You mentioned that there was the Black Knight version, which is what if he was black and silver-ish color, and it's like, yeah, well, it's
yeah.
Movie advance. So yeah, this is from Japan, so this is what they do a lot of the time. So it's like, yeah.
I mean, it's quite a nice metallic chrome that they've used.
I don't see any chrome on it.
It's basically basically all the bits that were purple, they are actually in a slightly metallic shade of black.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you meant chrome rather than just like a metallic kind of paint.
It's more of a black chrome look to it. Sorry, that's my fault for not specifying chrome.
I don't see even that. I think we just got like a pretty reflective black paint on him more so than anything else. I think you can see the as well on the horns that they're clearly rubber. I think the bottom jaw is rubber because that's like a different black than the plastic black as well.
That's true, yeah.
You can see that. There was also that's a Last Night. So it looks like the Last Night recolored him, at least for Japan. It's released as part of the second wave of the premium edition class subline. This slug is a redeco of the original Age of Extinction deluxe class figure in a somewhat. This needs to be bigger quotation. Somewhat screen accurate colors. They used the
Okay.
rounded horns from the second wave of the Age of Extinction Deluxe class subline. Slug and Berserker are prominent shell formers. Oh. So this one was done in a gold and a bluish, very light baby bluish to then transition to a
Yeah.
silverish color, which isn't too bad actually. So it's not
No.
just gray metallic color and then moss. So it's a little bit more interesting.
And there's quite a lot of paint application on this because they've put a lot of separation on where it shows up on the arms that would become the ribs for the beast mode.
It's like done with a an airbrush gun, so it's a little bit of a nice transition over into it.
I am actually kind of digging this, to be fair. I mean, I can kind of understand why it'd be a shelf more, but I actually like it because you can make a lot of detail out. It's not hiding anything.
The chest, the way they've done the chest, it kind of, I don't know whether it's meant to be quote unquote gold, but because it's kind of the toffee brown kind of plastic they've used instead. But I like how you've got that contrast from the gold body to like the black lower half of the mask, and then the silver top of the head, and then you've got the red visor, so it all kind of pulls together nicely, and the limbs being black as well. It's actually not bad, but like you said, 100% make sure why it's a shelf warmer, because they've already got this toy. They don't want it again, is what I think most people will like.
Honestly, I didn't even know this variant was out there because
I can't remember it existing, but
then we said last night stuff was a bit weird for how it got released over here.
Yeah, I don't remember anything about that toy line really.
New availability was all over the place.
Yeah, but this one's actually not too bad, I think.
Yeah.
Is it your favorite? Between that and the purple one for me, I might like this one a bit more, you know.
I think I might do as well, to be fair. I mean, just the fact that it's had that little bit more put into it.
Yeah, it definitely feels like there's a budget here a little bit higher than the previous.
Yeah, the fades between... I love how that looks on the arms. That just really does work.
And it's not just silver. It's like I say, the baby blue transition to a silver. So there's like 3 colors on it, which is like, oh, okay, that's nice.
Yeah, and I think there might even be a slight pearlescent element to. I'm not sure if that's for plastic or what, but that's helping the effect. I feel of that light baby blue. It's giving it a little.
I think it's silver parts. It's like the chest looks a little bit silvery, metallic-y, like you say. But then obviously not on the frills for the back of the Triceratops head. I
dig it. I think this might be my favorite deco.
Yeah, it's a nice one, to be fair. One I remember I did really want to get at one point, but then never got around to getting was Scorn. He had a cool name. He was a Spinosaurus, so he was the impressive big boy in Jurassic Park 3 everybody liked. Was there any strange things here? No, he did have a what's to say? Scorn's transformation scheme is extremely familiar. Yes. Oh, so he transformed like Beast Wars Megatron. Okay, fair enough.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, did you have this one as well?
I do have this one somewhere. Yeah.
Okay.
He's a little less. You can't do as much with him because he has Megatron transformation, so his tail is his forearm. But then it gives him one hell of a whip weapon. And if I remember, you see how his head's at a slightly odd angle?
In
like
the main picture?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's, if I remember right, that's actually partly down to how the neck sits in the torso.
Oh, I assumed it was just because of like how wide his head was, and it would like chip on his shoulders or like the chest area. So
it's a bit of both.
A bit of that
because of where the neck assembly sits. The head just it's actually not it's actually a nice head sculpt, but there's restrictions on how you can position it, which are a little unfortunate.
Waist joint, because it doesn't look like he has one.
I don't think he had one. No.
That's a shame, because there are Megatron figures that have Beast Wars Megatron figures that do have a waist joint. So that's a shame this didn't have that.
Yeah, but then he's a deluxe, and if I remember rightly, the way his hips form, because you can see from the picture he's got a very thin lower torso.
Yeah.
So there's not really a lot you can work with there, unfortunately. Although I think there might have been a slight waist swivel, but it's hidden by his loincloth,
You sure?
which gets in the way. I can't remember, to be
Okay.
honest. I think there was something, but it did restrict things, and his legs weren't. He wasn't quite as fun to pose as Slug was.
Did he look a little bit awkward from the front, from like looking directly front onwards in Spinosaurus mode? Because I noticed on his dinosaur legs, you've got the bits that go up to the hips, which are these big red parts, and they're trying to hide like the inside gray bit, which I'm guessing is his. What's the inside gray bit? Is that the abdomen area, or is that another part of the leg, the hip area?
I think that is the abdomen, because those plates on the side are what become his hip plates in robot mode.
Right. So from the front, were there like gaps between those red plates and that kind of gray? Yeah, I thought there might be.
It's one of those. It's the eternal compromise of that style of dinosaur especially in deluxe or Voyager formats. You can't hide everything.
Yeah, because I think in this one image we've got of him in dinosaur mode, he looks good until you start like really looking at that torso area, because you've got the robot torso being the center of the dinosaur body, which looks again slightly weird. If you look at it at this angle, it looks like it is a torso that's been twisted with the arms.
And he's got the old thing where the beast mode arms, they only have shoulder articulation. There's no elbow joint or anything, so that always limits things. However, the head sculpt on this dude is a cracker.
Do you mean both modes or just a specific mode?
Oh, both, especially, but the Spinosaurus head is really nice.
Yeah, they do look good.
It looks menacing as hell. And it's another one where I do like the colors. How
is his hand for robot mode his only hand? Because that's his dinosaur mouth hand or head hand.
It does the job. I mean, it does actually. It holds his machete quite nicely, to be fair.
It doesn't look like it's a closed fist. It looks like it's one of those kind of soft, like.
It is one of those open ones, but it's got a 5mm gap for most of it. So,
okay.
So it not perfect, but again, it actually looks a lot better than you'd think it was. It looks a lot more interesting than most of the rest of the line, in fairness.
I think the Spinosaurus spine turning into almost like Icarus wings on his back is quite a nice, interesting look as well, to be honest. I like that.
It's a fun way of doing things, of getting that look in there. So
yeah. So it sounds like visually he might be a little bit better than what he could do in some ways. Like he wasn't the top tier. Would you put him in for the Dinobots that you played with, at least? Do you think he would be like top of the rung, middle of the rung, or bottom of the rung? Compared to all of them.
Middle of the road. He's a nice solid baseline, but all the others kind of fall either side of.
Fair enough. The Takara version looks reasonably similar. They've painted the sword, which is like, it looks like they've done a soft transition from a white tip tail for some reason to his red tail. It doesn't look like there's a huge amount of difference here, but that looks more like a stock photo than a normal photo.
I think the colors, maybe they've darkened some of them and lightened others, so there's a bit more Wild Rider red in places and a bit more of a corn red look going on. And they've gone for a gold over orange paint, which actually does work reasonably well, I think. Possibly you could have done with a couple more another applications just to really make it pop, but yeah.
I don't think it's different enough to, if you already got one, it would be worth doing it again.
Yeah, I should have pointed out one really nice thing that the version of Picture for Takara version helps get out is how the torso actually transforms.
Yeah.
Because it's actually angled. So basically, the back is one half of the beast mode torso,
Yeah.
and then the chest and head are on the other side of the spines, which not for where you'd expect it to go, but yeah, a very Megatron style transformation.
Yeah, true.
Hmm.
There was a Lucky Draw figure version of him. Let me read the blurb. This chrome redeco of Scorn was released as a Lucky Draw figure, available through special midnight nonsense that we know all about and have seen many times at Taiwan and Malaysia Toys R Us stores. Its purchasing NTD was $699 or 600 RM, 600 Robot Masters.
Crumbs.
Or more Transformers merchandise, a random Chrome Deluxe figure would be given away. This was limited to 24 pieces, with 8 in each branch that participated in the midnight launch. There were 4 different styles of this figure, randomly distributed among the stores. This was the Silver Scorn, was just one of the 4.
Man, you know what? I have the greatest respect for Takara doing things like this in the Asian market. Could you imagine how bonkers these would have gone if they'd even tried to do it in the Western markets?
Yeah. It'd be rough. I mean, the Asian markets have scalpers like crazy as well. So, look at Pokemon cards.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Don't look at anything Pokemon. It's very scalpery.
But I try not to.
It's just the figure just in a silver metallic, but they actually do have some of the head in like normal colors as well.
Yeah.
Like it's like the top of his head is chrome plated, but then the rest of his head is the standard red, and then a few of the joints are red as well. So
yeah, that works.
Okay. Yeah, it's nothing crazy, but whatever. There's the Dinobot Unleashed 5-pack redeco of Age of Extinction Scorn. Somewhat screen accurate, grey color scheme with a heavy use of chrome and transparent plastic. Ugh. He comes with a very similar themed redeco of Slug, Strafes, blah, 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 blah. His dino head is a stock photo, is hilariously positioned upside down.
Yeah, that's...
Oh, yeah, it is.
That's unfortunate.
Why? Why would they do that?
I think someone may have mistaken the claw on the back of his hand for a horn.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. They just forgot what eyes were or are.
Yeah.
In terms of looks, it's kind. If you told me this was the Lucky Draw figure, I'd be like, yeah, that looks like the Lucky Draw. It's being chromed. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of works for the armor effect in the robot mode. But
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Looks a bit like a Cylon for some reason to me.
He does, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's that stupid red visor and then everything just being chromed silver around it.
And with the black as well.
Yeah.
That's actually funny how close that looks to a Cylon Centurion.
Did you think it was really fucking weird in Beverly Hills Cop 3 where during the Earthquake ride from Universal Studios, they just randomly had Cylon robots in there?
Yeah, but I try not to think about what madness goes on around Universal Studios at that time because they did try and keep the Cylon vibe going for a long time.
Well, I don't think it was part of the because the Earthquake experience, because that would have been the LA studio, was part of the tram ride experience in the Universal. It was its own separate ride.
That's right, because it was tied into the old Earthquake disaster movie.
Yeah,
if I remember rightly.
Yeah, and in Universal Studios Florida, they had it as a separate ride, which I think played out exactly the same. But I don't know why they added random Cylons in it, at least for Beverly Hills Cop, apart from to make it a different quote-unquote ride. I always just thought it was strange to...
Yeah.
Because they were clearly Cylons. It's like in Power Rangers, where they... I can't remember what series of Power Rangers, but they use the armor from Starship Troopers in the intro for it. That armor got used loads.
That armor got used anyone who made a sci-fi production on a limited budget post Starship Troopers used that kit. It's
wasn't it like
hilarious.
Always somewhere in Vancouver? I think used it.
Yeah.
Was it Vancouver or Canada? There was like slap on the Starship Trooper armor. I love it. Great armor.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, shows up in Firefly,
Oh yeah.
Power
Yeah.
Rangers.
Yep.
Seriously, any sci-fi show, especially of the early 2000s,
Did
will
they
have
get it
used
for
that
the
stuff.
shitty sequels? They must have got the armor for the shitty sequels. The
I
Starship Troopers, I mean.
I haven't watched Starship Troopers 2 because I refuse to inflict that on myself. I might inflict on you lot on the Fluffing Hammer at some point.
That's fair.
Starship Troopers 3, I think they did because there's a fair bit of start where they're
Lost
in a
Galaxy.
full-on.
Thank you, Exel Hedge. That's the Power Ranger series. It was Lost Galaxy.
I'm glad one of us remembered because I certainly would have no idea. But I think they did bring everything back and give it a slight update for number 3.
Yeah, they should have made the armor from Rico's Roughnecks, the CGI show.
Yeah, it's kind of funny that there have now been, 6 attempts to do Starship Troopers in total?
Oh, yeah.
And the average, only, I think, half of them have the power armor.
Yeah. They're so not the book. Like, most of them are just not what the book is, which is kind of funny.
No, I mean the anime is the closest adaptation of the book we're going to get.
The CGI anime movie, do you mean?
No, I mean the original. There was an anime in the 80s.
Okay.
That is actually a proper adaptation of the books.
Oh, wow. What was it called? Was it just called Starship Troopers?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it follows the book quite closely, actually.
Oh,
whereas the films,
they went their own way.
Yes, they, if I remember right, they were given the name Starship Troopers to slap on the film, and it just kind of went from there.
The Space Marines and bugs, and that'll do.
Yeah,
this is fair enough. There's also the Black Knight Scorn, which thankfully isn't just black and grey, unlike the Slug. They've kept the orange for the little flame parts around the T-Rex, and given a blue visor. I think this breakup is a lot more interesting than the Slug. A lot more.
Yeah, I kind of dig this.
They've even got the orange in between the bone bits of the spine, so again, kind of helps highlight that part as well. This one looks good. I think this one's pretty solid, actually, to be honest.
Absolutely, that works shockingly well.
And I think that was it for the deluxe one. Yeah, because then we got the premium edition Voyager class one, which was 2017. Wasn't there a Studio Series Scorn?
I think they've done one.
Yeah, they haven't got listed here for some reason. That I can see, but yeah. Looks like that is the last of the deluxe Scorns, because we're not going to talk about the shitty Creo one or the Construct Bot one. So we can move on to Strafe, who's not Swoop. He's definitely Strafe. Did they have any weird things here? Apparently, the Movie Advance series version features several different paint apps, which I hope they've got an image of. Do you?
They don't appear to.
They've got a CG rent. No. Is this a no? No, they do. Okay, we'll look at the standard one. So the standard one is he's blue. He's very, very blue. A cold, frosty blue, Mr. Freeze kind of blue. Double pterodactyl-headed dude as well, which is kind of an interesting look, I suppose. Very pointy. All of the edges of his wings have little spikes on them, I suppose you could say. And it's just a very angular, pointy version of this character. Did you have this one?
I didn't. I never got around to picking him up.
If there was a reason, or was it just you didn't get it?
Just didn't get it, to be fair.
Okay, there wasn't any particular reason you didn't want it. You just
no, not really.
Okay,
I think it was just the line as a whole didn't excite me a great deal, so I picked up a couple.
And the movie didn't.
Yeah.
Oh my god! You call yourself a true Transformers fan? My god.
And honestly, by the time I think went back to a Toys R Us and thought about picking him up, he'd gone. Didn't, and because he didn't come back on the shelves at all. So yeah.
He kind of looks kind of standard, I guess. Like, it doesn't look like he does a huge amount. It looks like his torso kind of transforms up into almost like a rectangle. It's hard to tell from the angle of the double-headed pterodactyl mode, but it looks like he's almost just like a little chocolate bar shaped, and then the wings kind of pretend that they connect to it, which they don't.
Yeah, no.
And I can't really tell what
He's
the
an
heads
odd
are doing
one.
because the crossbow again sits on his back, hiding like that kind of assembly.
Yeah, I think the crossbow might also be helping with the stability of the figure. Because
You think it holds it together?
if it doesn't hold together, I think it adds a bit of structural stability, rigidity to the proceeding.
Okay, I thought it might just be like an eye trick to make it seem like it's more connected than it is. My assumption was it was just a port on the back, and it was just
I think
into the port.
It's just because of how the arms of the crossbow kind of sit, it just gives something for the wings to push against to give a bit more.
To pretend like they're connected again to something a bit more substantial than, I guess, a ball joint. I assume that's how they're attached.
It's such a weird designer because I get two heads, but why then two tails? The two tails always threw me because that's not something you normally see in. They're going for. My understanding was they were going for a slightly more mythical look for this version of Drafe.
Okay.
And then, but then no two-headed mythical beast I know of.
Yeah, I don't remember any of the other Dinobots looking quote unquote mythical. I agree that this is probably the idea behind Strafe, but again, it doesn't make sense. It's like, oh well, Grimlock's got horns. It's like, okay, sure, and you've got Slug who's got undertusks on his jaw. It's like, okay, I wouldn't say that's mythical though. It's just like,
no,
he's spikier. It's like fine.
Yeah, he does feel like they thought the spikes on the that they gave him on the wing edge was not enough, and it's like, no, if that had just been a standard pterodactyl, that probably would have been fine.
Maybe they didn't just want him to have like the pterodactyl head do what the G1 version did, and they couldn't think of, apart from like maybe splitting it in half, they were like, they didn't know what to do with it.
But then they'd done that already with Grimlock and with Slug, and they didn't want to do it again. So
maybe they went, we'll give him two heads, and they can each be a shoulder pad. Sort of.
It'll be different.
Yeah. I don't know. It's an odd choice.
Definitely.
He's got a nice silhouette though because of the wings.
He does.
That's good. But yeah, I'm sticking with it. Looks like it's very basic in terms of like how it would probably transform. Like nothing crazy or anything like that. The difference between this and the advanced one is this one's got a lot more black on it. This one's I would have said that, this is the Black Knight strafe. Does it say what the standard strafe was? No, it doesn't say what the standard the movie advanced strafe was, as I can see. Does it? There's some different ID stamps, but I don't really care too much about that, to be honest. Which one's this? Is this the... I can't tell. This one, whichever one this one is, looks like the wings are slightly different in terms of their color.
Yeah.
He also looks way more knocked-kneed in this from images from TFU, but I don't know if that's because he's been mistransformed or something.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just thinking my head around the fact that it's been 11 years since Age of Extinction.
Well, that's 25 from the PlayStation 1, I think. Yeah. Think about that. Yeah. So Strafe.
It's 25. It's 30. It's 30 from the PS1. It's 25 from the PS2.
That's the one it is. Yeah. Black Knight version. He's very similar to Slug, as in he's just black. His chest has a bit of a light dusting of an airbrushed blue, so it looks like they've airbrushed very lightly on his chest to make it a little bit bluer. Otherwise, it's just kind of like Slug. He's just the black color, which is boring.
Also, I do like how they've configured his wings into a cape on this one.
That's nice, yeah.
So, which is something not many of the others have done, which actually does work for him quite nicely.
I guess you could do that with just a standard version. I wonder how it would look with the blue and those kind of silvery kind of wings. So it'd be a silver cape, but that would look okay. I don't know. I don't know. That's interesting. Yeah, there's not much there for that. And then it looks like that was the only version of
There was
the
a
figure.
last night deco by the looks of
Oh,
things.
yeah, is that
for-
that is the deluxe class? Yes. So,
Yeah.
what's it say? A redeco of the Generations figure, featuring a metallic
Much
light blue
brighter.
and silver paint app, but does not feature translucent wings and the retool back piece. Oh, it's got a retool back piece from the movie The Best figure. So the movie The Best figure, which is just above that, had a new. Let's read that. The movie The Best, which was a line in Japan, because that's why it's good English, an extensive redeco / slight retool of the first generation's figure, the one we talked about, featuring a completely different deco on the pterodactyl head, robot mode head, chest, thighs, and and dino claw / knees. And his pterodactyl wings are cast in a translucent plastic, which they're not in the last night version. He also features retooled peg on his back, which is used for the posable but not transformable Bumblebee mini action figure. Okay.
Oh, so they could recreate the whole riding thing from the.
I forgot he did that, to be honest. Yeah. I do think the movie The Best one looks pretty nice, especially with the translucent wings. What do you think?
Just trying to find it now, actually, because I was looking at the. Oh, yeah, that is actually quite nice.
I like how they've colored the top of the pterodactyl heads blue and the bottom of the jaw black, and then it works quite well again with the chest, and it kind of pulls that color in a V shape.
It does. That actually, and the translucent on the wings, that pulls that color scheme together really nicely compared to the standard deco. I will say though, I'm kind of vibing with the last night deco as well, because that's
there it is.
It's got some nice, just like with Slug, he's got some really nice transitions going on.
I'm guessing this is the quote unquote, but not really movie accurate version. Maybe. I guess it looks pretty interesting again, though. I don't think it looks as interesting as the Slug, because it seems like it's only the two colors. It's the silver and the blue, rather than the silver, the blue, the silver, the baby blue, and the gold.
Yeah,
this is a bit more limited.
But at least he has just the fact that there's just like color on the sword blades.
Yeah.
Which the regular release didn't. And the fact that the way the chest looks with I really like how that looks now with as much paint as they have on the pterodactyl heads and his chest armor. But it feels more knightly in a way.
The redone chest looks a lot better than the original's chest. Yeah, no, it definitely does. Yeah. It's surprising how much they've retooled to kind of bring up the figure instead of just doing a repaint. So there's a little bit more to it than just repainting, I suppose.
Saying that, I do get where you're coming from with the best version. That is actually really nice as well.
Quote unquote, not his opinion, the name of the figure. FYI.
Yeah.
Stupid line. Oh, it's the best one. Stupid. Yeah, maybe the one thing I wished about the movie The Best is maybe if the head wasn't just colored black. It does get a little bit lost in there.
It does, doesn't it?
I mean, I don't think there's really much to say about the Bumblebee figure. It's sure there. It reminds me a little bit of a Mighty Max figure.
It is kind of funny though how that is actually the scale that they were going for with the Dinobots versus the Autobots in this one. It's just like that's such a ridiculous. I know the Dinobots are always supposed to be bigger than the regular Transformers as a rule, but that's just stupid.
But even then, I don't think Grimlock's not this big, because Prime rode on his back and he wasn't this small on his back.
Yeah.
You see, if I wanted to be silly, you could say Michael Bay deliberately did this to reference scale inconsistencies in the G1 cartoon. It's like, that's not the reason.
That's not true. He
That's not
doesn't
true.
give a fuck about that.
No. Not
Well,
at
no.
all.
Well, no. Actually, weirdly, that is actually the one thing he does actually give a fuck about, because it's why he said we'd never have Soundwave
That's
as a tape deck,
Yes.
because
That
everything's
shifting wouldn't
supposed.
be a thing. Yeah.
That's why Jazz is the smallest Autobot in the first film.
He's definitely the smallest by the end. He gets ripped in half.
Well, quite.
He's tiny. Mr. White says, I really like the movie. I really like the movie, the best version. I have to make sure I word that right. The color choices are well made. And Excel has says, can't imagine this is a Titan or Commander big enough for B and Stinger to fight on. Oh yeah, they fought on didn't he?
They did, didn't
I
they?
forgot about that. I remember so little about The Last Night. I remember Stanley Tucci.
Stanley Tucci is the weird tech bro who ends up being less of a evil git than Frasier.
I remember him looking out of a car and going, "Oh my god!" and that was about it.
Yeah.
And talking to getting stuck behind two old Asian women in a corridor. I remember that as well.
Yeah.
Like necessary to be here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
that film's got far too many good actors who
Kelsey Grammer's in there for some reason.
Yeah, and Titus Welliver,
Who's Titus Welliver?
He's, do you know the Amazon Police series Bosch? If you see his face, you'll recognize him because he's been in loads of stuff over the decades.
Yeah, because I know he's not, but in my mind, all I'm seeing is Wilford Brimley. And it's like, that's not him. Definitely not him. And he'd be dead by that point as well, I imagine.
You think I ever saw Michael Bay trying to put him in a film?
That's true. They hadn't done AI corpses at that point, so we'll move on.
They weren't too far off.
No, a few years off.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Snarl, the translucent Stegosaurus. There's a big blob here. Snarl's largest pair of plates and Thagomizer. What? Becomes a blade and a spiked mace for him to wield, and he can combine to form a large axe. The combination is not mentioned in the instructions. But he's shown wielding it in a stock photo seen on the right, albeit upside down and misassembled. Oh well, that Hasbro doesn't usually do that. That's odd. Interestingly, one of his legs has a false head tucked on the inside. Onto the side. While the real head folds in symmetrically on the other leg. This is very confusing to try and figure this out as I'm reading it. This gives the impression that he has two dinosaur heads in robot mode, which is humorous in hindsight, given the fact that it was theorized that Stegosauruses had two... I don't think they considered that. That's not the reason they did it. Two brains to control motor functions. There's no way that they gave a shit when designing the toy to be something like that. The Japanese release of Snarl as part of the movie Advanced series, not movie The Best. They're not one of those ones. All right.
Sometimes Japanese toy lines make my head hurt.
Agreed. Features a metallic light green paint and an opaque green parts. His shoulders and pelvis were replaced in grey plastic, and the translucent yellow plastic part is colored a bit lighter than the Hasbro edition. Fair enough. So there's nothing desperately interesting here. But let's have a look at the Snarl thing. I like the look of this guy because he was very translucent-y, which is counted very anti-Andy usually. But
he's actually probably the one Dinobot I regret not being able to pick up.
Oh, really? Why do you think that is?
Well, Snarl is actually... It's covered. One, nostalgia. Snarl was actually one of my very first Transformers.
Ah.
He was my only Dinobot for the longest time. And I've always had a soft spot for Stegosaurus. Because it always looked cool. Even if it's a pea-brain dimwit, it looks cool. It's fun.
Dodos are cool, and they're all stupid looking.
Yeah. And tasty. But for some reason, I never saw this on the shelves anywhere.
Oh, this was another one of those figures that just didn't appear for you.
Yeah. Weird one. But always one I've always been a little. I wasn't really too kind of about it, but it's one that I would have liked to have had the chance to pick up, if nothing else.
Go on then, have a quick look on eBay. See how much one goes for. I dare you.
Oh, all right. Hang on.
A double deuce. Yeah, got a gun to your head. Do it, bitch. In terms of the figure design, I think it looks like a fairly standard. Let's just say a fairly standard snarl. You've got his tail that splits on his back, and clearly the more of the spine plate goes back again to his back part, which reveals his head. Very G1-y in terms of how that works, and his legs look again slightly G1-y, which is kind of interesting. It's just weird to see how much translucent plastic he is. It's a significant amount. And
well,
even the Takara version maybe, I don't know whether it's just the image, it's a little easier to tell what is translucent and what isn't, but there's still a lot of translucent plastic on it. Sorry, you were going to say how much you found it for?
No, I was just going to say, I found one that is not complete because it doesn't have any weapons, and at least one of the legs for the beast mode has popped off the ball joint.
Oh.
And they want £9 plus postage.
I mean, it's a reasonable price if it was complete.
Yeah,
otherwise, no.
I mean, I'm amazed that all the translucent is not shattered at this point.
Maybe it's not long enough.
Ooh, the Platinum Edition redeco with Slug and Snarl for £63 for the pair.
Oh,
That's
okay.
actually not outside the realms of reason there, to be fair. Or if you want the full set of them, it's £250 from China.
Ooh, bitch, please. Calm down. What the heck?
But yeah, that's actually the only examples of Age of Extinction Snarl that have come up that aren't the crappy quick change figures.
It says there was a recolored deco for the San Diego Comic-Con Dinobot 4-pack, which they don't have an image for, strangely enough. Not here, at least, which I don't quite understand why.
I'll ping you a picture of the G1 redeco.
Why wouldn't they? I've got one, thanks. I don't know why they didn't have just on the site. They've linked it up to TFU. So they have shown it. He does look quite nice and tasty. The gold is chrome plated, and the silver is chrome plated as well.
I mean, this is actually the placement of the colors is actually. Again, I'm looking at my Studio Series Snarl right now. It's pretty spot on.
Why is he so much smoky I know why he's so much smoky translucent plastic, because the original G1 toy was as well.
Yeah.
But it's like that's a lot of translucent plastic again.
Oh, he's got a G1 head as well. That's cool.
What? What do you mean a G1 head?
Oh, I'm looking at the Platinum Edition, so might be a different one to what you're looking at.
That'll be a different one, because I'm looking at the San Diego Comic-Con one, which is his very scary I'm the Joker face.
Yeah, I pinged you a picture of the Platinum redeco, and I actually quite like that, to be honest.
Let's have a look. Oh, okay. So they've silverized his chrome plate. Yeah, he does have a G1 head, like you said. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and so does the Slug. Actually, it's more of an IDW comic look, to be fair.
Can you send over the Slug one, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. I was hoping TF Wiki would just have all of the pictures, but it seems like that's not the case, which is disappointing. Okay. This one's okay as well, actually. I think this one might be a little bit better than the previous G1 version that we looked at. No gold on it, but I like the placement of the colors a bit more.
I'm not sure it's what I'd consider dropping £250 for full set
fuck
of
that
5.
Noise. Yeah, go fuck yourself. No way.
I mean, they do actually look pretty. I think they actually look quite nice, but it's like
not that nice.
No, not that nice.
250 is probably be what you spend on Warhammer Quest, so you'd rather get that than just one of these figures, I would imagine.
Hell yeah.
There's only one other color that it seems like there's for Snarl, and for some reason it's a Universal Studios figure. So that's a first.
Yeah, that's an oddity.
So let's read the quick blurb. Universal Studios Snarl is a redeco of the figures, obviously above, Based on the Dinobot figure from the Platinum Edition, it says Dinobot Unleashed. Snarl was released as a Universal exclusive for some reason. The stock photo on the packaging is a Digibash version of the original stock photo. That's kind of weird in itself as well. This figure was then released, or later released at Big Bad Toy Store, and then later at Ross, I guess, because they just hadn't sold enough of these. So,
Yeah.
the color scheme is dark metallic gray, black metallic black, and a kind of a bronzy
rust. I think it's supposed to be rust, which I kind of dig it, to be honest.
It's fine.
It's not the most exciting color scheme, but
this is the quote unquote the real version, kind of movie accurate color scheme. I'm guessing, isn't it? Which is like, yeah, all right.
I mean, it's more interesting than a lot of the movie accurate color schemes have looked.
I think I'd rate it pretty similar, to be honest. I'd rate it as like nothing that you like. If you told me this was the realistic color one, I'd go, yeah, that's about right. It's not as good as the Slug one, which has been the best one because it's not just boring flat colors.
Sorry, I just realized he's got pointy-toed feet.
Yeah, a lot of them do. Scorn had pointy feet as well, except his feet were very small and thin, so you couldn't see him. Grimlock had pointy shoes as well. Clearly, they were going after the Rumpelstiltskin kind of feet. He had pointy feet, right? I think he did.
Yeah, those medieval style pointy shoes.
You put little bells on them so you can hear you coming. But that's it for Snarl. And then we have Movie Evasion Optimus Prime, the Voyager figure, which has been used, I want to say, a fair amount. I think I've seen a lot of recolors of this figure in the past, right? Have you?
Yeah, I think I bought the Silver Knight pack with it in at one point because I'm not sure why, but I ended up giving them to a cousin or donating them to a cousin. It is funny to me though that for some people this is simply a figure you buy so you can complete your Dark of the Moon Megatron figure.
What do you mean? Sorry.
Well, it comes with Dark of the Moon Megatron shotgun.
That's right. Yeah, that's a bit weird. So there was this version of. There is continuing Megatron's legacy of being adrift, shotgun-toting hobo hiding from the Fed's Hasbro version of the picture shown. Okay, that's an interesting blurb.
Oh god, there's so many repaints. Jesus.
Yes, there was the Evolution 2-pack Optimus Prime. So it's the classic Optimus Prime colors, it says, quote unquote. Then it's got some flame designs on the cab mode as well. Otherwise, it's a classic movie Optimus Prime color scheme. There's the Optimus Prime and Grimlock version, which was what Grimlock was it? Oh, it was this Age of Extinction one. It's a redeco of the Aversion mode Optimus Prime with chromed shoulders, fists, and pelvis and stomach area. So if you like silver, I guess this is the thing. He features a head sculpt with a mouth plate as well. Ooh, and a truck stripe. So that's
the really weird thing is his sword is G1 Rampages.
Oh, you mean for the Grimlock that came with it?
For the Prime.
For the Prime?
Yeah. For the one that came with Grimlock, he didn't have a gun, he had a sword.
It shows him with a gun though on TF Wiki.
Oh, I'm looking at the same picture. I'm looking at TF Wiki as well, and he's got a sword.
On screen, he's got a gun.
Oh, that's because it's for. Sorry, I'm looking at the. That's my fault. So I'm looking at the Shining Knight version. He's the Peterbilt truck, not the Flatmash truck. That's my problem. Sorry.
I think the Shining Knight one's further down.
Carry on.
Where is the Shining Knight one? I can't.
It's further up.
Oh, okay, yeah. I didn't realize there was one. Oh, wait. Oh yeah, that's not Evasion Mode Optimus Prime.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry about that.
No, that's fine. I was getting even confused.
Sorry.
There was the best version of it, which was the Optimus Prime Battle Damage color from the Milk magazine, which I can only assume is Minotaur related. If it's 2025, 2014. So this one was, I guess, a movie accurate version. This one actually has a pretty decent premium paint job on him, to be fair. He looks like a fucked up Optimus Prime. right?
Yeah, this is actually kind of cool.
The only bit I don't like is if you look at the truck mode, man, the center of the truck mode looks like it's not part of this figure. It looks lighter colored, and the windows have a obvious line going down them for this separate piece in the middle here. So it kind of breaks up the smoothness of that look. And I don't know if that's just because the image is mistransformed or something to do with that, but it's very noticeable.
I think it's actually how the figure transforms to get the way the chest looks in robot mode.
Yeah,
they kind of cheat. So
which makes sense. It's a Voyager.
So, but it doesn't quite match up because bits of the chest they don't actually match up to the vehicle properly. It means because again, Michael Bay doesn't like sides changing except when he does.
Yeah, so this centerpiece of the truck is it seems lighter colored than the other sides of the sandwich. The meat looks lighter than the slices of bread.
It looks like the wash just needed another go over for that section of the cab, to be fair.
Just to smooth it over.
Just to help blend it in a bit more. Yeah.
Excel Hedge says, I remember buying this in a 2-pack with the classic mold Optimus. I assume this was the earlier one we talked about. There's also the Rust version Optimus Prime, which was a redeco of the Optimus Prime, featuring extensive paint applications to give him a screen accurate. I wouldn't say that's what this is.
I think someone at Hasbro was feeling like they hadn't had a chance yet to do a movie Prime in Ultra Magnus colors.
Yeah, because this is a gray figure. I can't believe people are willing to pay a fortune for a dirt-covered Ultra Magnus cab that's missing his trailer armor. That's what it says there. This apparently was a Toys R Us Japanese exclusive. It uses the alternate faceplate head mold. Oh, okay. Yeah, so the color scheme is gray, and then airbrushed on brown, and he's got brown fire stripes on for some reason as well on his boob. But the truck looks okay.
Yeah, I mean, they have clearly put work into this deco. It's just such an ugly deco.
And it's like outshined by the Milk Monster magazine Optimus Prime, which looks like Optimus Prime, but fucked up this. I don't remember him being white in truck mode. Like, especially when he transformed, he's not white. He's just dirty red and dirty blue.
Yeah.
Don't remember the truck being white, but that's neither here nor there.
Odd. Most odd.
There was a limited color Optimus Prime, which I assume it means it's a lucky draw version. I don't know why it's not called that. It was vacuum chromed gold, limited to 10 figures in the wild. That's that. It was in a Transformers Age of Extinction DVD lucky draw campaign. Oh, we actually have names of people who actually won. A couple of them, at least.
That's a whole bunch of words that make my head hurt right there.
Which bits?
The whole giveaway
campaign.
Yeah.
It's the thing.
Yeah.
There was also the Autobots United pack, which is a Platinum 5-pack. So this included another redeco of this Evasion Mode Optimus Prime. Obviously, this features the head sculpt, the face-plated head sculpt, and unlike the rest of the set, which strive for screen accuracy, oh well, there you go. This one features a heavily G1 inspired deco for some reason. Deco changes include replacing most of the blue with gray plastic. Blue and gray plastic into red, with blue paint applied on it, and his dark grey plastic and now lighter shade. His ion cannon is now painted to black to resemble his toy one as well. He came in a Big Bad exclusive, shared exclusive Autobots United pack, along with screen accurate versions of Crosshairs, Bumblebee, Drift, and Hound. So it's just G1 Optimus Prime using this mold. So it's
you know what the pictures of this one really does make even more obvious? How badly he actually holds that shotgun.
He holds it like G1 Optimus Prime.
I mean, fair.
Literally, because G1 Optimus Prime doesn't hold it by the handle. There's a special peg in the middle of the gun for him to hold it, and it's the same for this gun as well. It clearly has a handle with a trigger, and he doesn't hold it there.
Yeah, I mean, for the Dark of Moon Megatron figure holds it beautifully because it's designed to plug into his hand. It's just
Yes, because that Megatron doesn't have like a normal hand, right? It's weird claw thing. It's almost like this wasn't meant to have it or something. That's weird though. Who'd do that? There's also the Breakout Battle, which is another Platinum Edition from the same year. This is the Breakout Battle. Set includes another take on a screen accurate. No, it's not. Don't fucking lie to me again, you lying bitch. Another take on a screen accurate, in quotation, scrapyard Optimus Prime, featuring a brown paint wash on tan plastic. This was a shared exclusive with Toys R Us online retailers such as Big Bad Toy Store, Maya in Australia. That's not a real country. This set was also released in Australia, which isn't real, Singapore, and Canada. Canada's not real, but never actually made it to retail in the United States. The set also includes Roll Bar and a Viacon. Does it show us which ones if we click on the links?
I mean,
it does.
It's not a bad deco, this one overall, but again, I kind of want to. Anytime someone from Hasbro wants to use the words screen accurate, I now want to bring up the Inigo Montoya gif. I don't think that word means what you think it means.
I don't think you know what that word means. It's like, show me Tasha Yar, and they show you a picture of Worf, and it's like, I mean, it is the security chief of the Enterprise. You're right, but there's a few differences here. One of them being one was alive and one was dead in the series, of course. One of many differences. You said it. I like the color scheme is quite nice.
Yeah,
it works quite well.
It's one of those decos that if they'd given this a different head sculpt, and a couple of these decos, it's a case of if it didn't have an Optimus Prime head sculpt and they said it was a different character.
Yeah. I can think of an idea that wouldn't work completely, but if I say it, I think you'd be like, oh, okay.
Go on.
You give it a normal robot face and you put a big top hat on that robot head.
I see it, yeah.
And it's literally only because he's got this tan, which is almost white and black.
It's also the way the colors have been laid out as well. It does kind of work, doesn't it?
It looks a bit like a suit, right? Because his torso's like white, like he's wearing a white tuxedo jacket.
Do you remember the dress uniform from the Next Gen films, from Insurrection onwards, where they had the white jacket?
That's right.
It looks like that.
Oh, yeah, I can see that too. Yeah. The brown wash is okay. They've got the extra fire thing on it again for some reason, which I don't know why they're slapping that on. Because I don't remember that being on.
The wash has not been excessive. It's actually
it's better than the last one.
It's actually a nice deco because the weathering looks like weathering, not just slopped on wash. And in fact, the red flames against the tan cream color of the base cap, again, it works. It's just in no reality is it a screen accurate deco.
It's bizarre. Mr. White says, which is worse in this line, hearing G1 inspired or screen accurate? I think screen accurate, because at least you can kind of go, well, the G1 colors are the G1 colors. That's true. But screen accurate's just them lying.
Yeah.
Just a lie. At least unless they're on cocaine, then maybe they're telling a sort of truth.
Which, honestly, you can never tell with a Michael Bay production, can you?
Yeah. Well, this would be down to the Hasbro, to be fair, more so than Michael Bay, I suppose. Unless he changed the designs, I suppose. XL Head says, why does it have flames in vehicle mode? That's a great question. Evasion Prime was given a dirty G1 colors in the film. No, he was tan white. XL Head, you silly boy. Do you not remember when he was tan white or when he was gray? You not remember that? Guy, you rewatch those films, you silly person, you.
Andy, that's a horrible thing to say.
I know.
No one should rewatch those movies.
That's
or that movie in particular.
Just in general. That's a fair point, though. But that is all of the evasion mode Optimus Prime. It was used way more than you'd think.
Yeah.
And yet not changed that much that frequently. Like, none of these color schemes are that weird. They're all most of them at like a good 80% of them are red, gray / white / blue.
Yeah, and I think from my memory, it was actually a fairly decent figure in hand.
I don't remember anybody saying like it's awful or it's really bad.
No, I mean, especially compared to the previous Optimuses we'd had, it struck the right balance. It wasn't overly complex and it wasn't simplified, and yet it still had a solid amount of articulation in it.
I don't know for sure, and you can correct me. I think this was better received than the Ultimate / Leader figure, which was really basic. It was just a big basic boy.
It was kind of a bit of a throwback to the first movie Optimus Prime figure, if I remember rightly. No, the Supreme.
Yeah, it's just
the Leader class one.
It's a gimmick one. This one's an actual Transformer.
Yeah. This one is a case of Hasbro the only gimmick is the gun shoots a missile.
That's weird.
That's the most you need with these things.
Yeah, it's fine. As long as he transforms well, no one's going to complain, really, to be honest.
Yeah. But then they, as we'll get to shortly, I imagine, they kind of felt they had to go all nuts for the bigger version.
Yes, I forgot. I realized I forgot to send you Dinobot /. You want me to send you the link for that, or have you got it?
Let me have I've got Slog. Let me find /.
Yeah, I didn't send you the link for it. I just remembered because I remember using him for the image for the thumbnail for the show for this week, and I went, I didn't add him, did I? That was stupid of me. Oh, well, let's quickly get that up on screen. Don't do well. This is Dinobot. Sorry, this is Deluxe /, who's a sort of raptor thingy. Is any in the significance? The feather spikes on his beast mode arms can be removed in robot mode to become a cyber scythe weapon. Ooh, how edgy. This figure does have a wrist swivel, but is obstructed by kibble. That's a bummer. The Takara version, part of the third wave of Movie Advanced series, not Movie the Best series, that'd be silly, features slightly thinner paint. Slightly shinier paint. Blah, 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 and has a blue robot visor and a black faceplate, as opposed to the Hasbro's red and gray. So that's interesting, I suppose.
I'd kind of wiped a memory of this guy from my mind.
Oh, had you? Okay.
Yeah.
I was never. He looks a lot more messy than the other ones. Like, his forearms are gigantic. He's got these feathery parts around the on the fronts of his thighs that seem to point upwards. He's also got his big dinosaur raptor arms that just hang behind his back, more so than they did with Slag at the start. It just seems like they hang around, and his legs seem oddly thin as well in robot mode.
He doesn't look great, does he?
No. There's an idea. Like, I think his dinosaur mode looks a lot better than his robot mode, but that still looks a bit weird, I think.
I mean, as soon as you get told this is the guy who was cut from film, I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
He looks like shit. That makes a lot of sense. I think it looks like he only got one recolor as well. Yeah, it's probably also just like budgetary nonsense as well, right? I'm going to check TFU to see if TF Info to see if they've got any better images of him.
I think for redeco for last night, it doesn't save the mold, but I think it's the fact that it takes him away from those primary neon colors helps a lot.
Okay, so
it's possibly a little more boring, but if this is a case where boring actually works.
He doesn't look much better from TFU. Again, they've not been consistent with like high quality photos or anything like that. But yeah, his forearms are gigantic. He's got the stupid feathers. His legs are thin. Yeah, it looks like he's got like a classic builder's hat on as well for his head mold. You know, like those plastic ones you'd have as a child to be like, oh, I'm a builder. Woo! Looks a bit like that.
I'll throw stones, but I realised what my Fugi is wearing.
It's got a builder's
not
hat
a
on
million.
too.
It's not a million miles away, is it?
Let's get the image of the last night version up. Oh yeah, so this is the premium edition. Slash once again transforms into a rather mean-looking robotic velociraptor and back. Couldn't say anything else about him. He does look quite nice. I like the faceplate on him.
Yeah.
I think again this figure is primarily the raptor mode was the focus rather than the robot mode. It looks a bit rough.
Yeah, I mean, I do like how they've done it so that the head and the neck assembly becomes his legs.
It's interesting.
So that means, which gives it actually quite a clean neck in beast mode, which is a bit of a challenge often for these figures, for this type of design.
Yeah, because they've used his arms. His arms for robot mode are his legs for dinosaur mode. And because like his thighs are his forearms, he's got massive forearms. He's got like Popeye-sized forearms.
Oh yeah.
And although he does have a wrist swivel, it does seem primarily designed to look best for him to have like gorilla arm positioning, even though he doesn't have to because he does have that swivel in there as well. Apparently, that it did say it was obstructed partially by things. So yeah, a bit of a disappointing boy, I'd say, looking at how this looks at least. But like you said, I do like his shins are not hollow. The dinosaur head does kind of nicely split in half and go on the inside of each of those to fill that out, which is good.
Absolutely.
It's just a bit messy. I think he kind of turns out to be kind of like might be a great figure. Neither of us had him, so he might be great.
Maybe. I mean, he was a late run deluxe, and generally that's the time where they've been able to get a lot of kinks out of the system for design.
That's not true. He was wave 2.
Oh, wave 2. Oh, why do I think he was wave 3?
Yeah, wave 2.5 was Lockdown. That was it. And then wave 3 was Bumblebee, Snarl, and Hotshot.
God.
Yeah.
So redecos galore.
No, the Bumblebee was the new Bumblebee. Because the first Bumblebee was the this was the Bumblebee in wave 3 was the one with the ninja stars.
Okay.
Hotshot was the weird redeco of Crosshairs, which was fucking bizarre. And Snarl was the translucent Stegosaurus, which is probably why you never found him.
Yeah.
So that'd be that. Yeah, the first wave was Bumblebee, Crosshairs, Slug, and Scorn. So 2 Dinobots in there.
It's so weird that they put this guy up before Snarl, who was in the film.
Yeah, they straight away came out. It's like, oh, okay, well, fair enough.
So weird.
Yeah, I don't know why you'd go that direction, to be honest, but sure.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Slog, which is not Sludge. Very different. No, it's not. It's clearly Sludge. He's a Brachiosaurus, a Brontosaurus, or something like that. They've got a little picture here that says Digivolves from Skull Greymon. Hecklemau. Does this say anything interesting? Slog's factory applied silver paint apps on his robot mode mouth is very similar color to his head, gray plastic, making it hard to notice unless under very bright lights. In some instances, this silver paint is missing from the figure because the factory didn't notice it was missing during the manufacturing. Oh, isn't that fantastic?
That's reassuring.
Yeah.
For a Voyager class figure.
It's even worse for a Voyager class figure. So I don't know about you, but when I look at this dinosaur mode, it does remind me a lot of Dino Riders, the Brachiosaurus, Brontosaurus dude. It's very kind of big and stocky.
Absolutely, with the 2
licorice sticks in his hand.
They work quite nicely as huge cannons, and the fact that he has all these weird spiny bits that look like more energy projections of some sort.
Or missiles, maybe maybe it's like
Yeah.
red missiles firing, and then there's little streaks. But it's probably just spikes, just without the
Yeah.
tips on. And he has these weird missiles on the side of his dinosaur legs.
Yeah, we'll go with missiles.
Maybe that's what they are. I don't know. It's just red thing kind
Or
of oozing out.
they're supposed to be battering rams because
Maybe
someone looked at it who had no idea of
a
what
battering ram.
they thought a Brachiosaurus was not exciting enough.
Yeah, but then he's got these gigantic laser cannons, which are longer than the battering ram bits as well. I don't know. It's very odd. I do think the robot mode is quite nice.
It's a nice, solid looking robot mode. I dig that.
The only thing I don't like, and I think is really bizarre, is for some reason the Brachiosaurus tail, the tip of the tail, comes together across his waist area.
Yeah, that's.
I don't know why.
A look.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's meant to make a faux waist armor hip skirt kind of thing.
I think so. Yeah.
But it's weird because it's like the tip of the tail is the point that meets in the center of the pelvis.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's very odd. I think it would have been better to just have, like, even if it was lazy, to just have these big tail parts just stuck on the side of the hips, like just hip skirt armor, rather than trying to fold over, because that almost looks like a fan motive thing.
Actually, yeah, because you could have had the two halves of the tail just rotate down.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Maybe they fold into the panels that they're attached to clearly. So you can tuck the red bits away and then they just, again, stick on the side of the hips. There had to be a better solution than this weird look that
it does feel odd. And it's a shame because he does look like a nice, solid, chunky robot.
Yeah.
I weirdly, I'm getting a bit of a vibe of Broadside from him.
Just the head sculpt does have a little bit of a broad.
Yeah.
I don't know what about the head sculpt is, but you say that and I can kind of see it.
Yeah. I know it's probably not intentional or anything. It's just me associating. But yeah, I do dig that. He's got a real. I think he actually has more of a samurai flavor to him than Drift does.
From this movie, or just in general?
Yes.
Drift?
From the live action films.
In some ways, yes. I the only thing I disagree with, Drift has a much more obvious head design. It's Japanese themed. This has like Japanese armor proportions and stuff. Like a solid big frame food.
Yeah, that's a very good way of putting it.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from. Looks like he's got gorilla arms, kind of articulation as well going on, which is, as usual, a bit of a shame. I don't know if he has wrist joints. I can't really tell. You'd hope he can if he's a Voyager.
You'd hope so, but I think I see a pin joint, so I think the wrist's just going to fold out, which is a bit of a shame.
Yeah, maybe they can't rotate because the lances are too big, and if they were on pegs, maybe they thought it would like just wreck the wrist and like drop them down each time. I don't know. I can see that happening potentially.
I mean, just for another, they could. God forbid they make the weapons smaller to put less strain on the robot.
No,
so they can put more articulation in.
That's stupid. Stop saying silly things.
Need big hitty stick.
Yeah, big twat and stick. What does the internet say? XLHead says, now this was Slash before or after Combiner Wars / Titan Returns. Wasn't Slash and Titans Return like tiny? I think this was
Yes.
No, this was before that, right? Because that Slash was the second one.
Slash's best girl, she's currently sitting on Grimlock's shoulder, and we'll take no nonsense here. She is the best.
It's a shame they didn't do a bit more with her.
I know. I hope one day someone in their mind to do something with Dinobots and just has Slash appear as part of the team just as is.
Or you just use the Dinobot name and don't have the original team and they're like the side Dinobot team, or they're just, Grimlock and Snarl and Slag don't exist in this world, so they have different Dinobots.
I mean,
that could work.
The idea of having a second team of Dinobots emerging who are trying to find the originals, that's actually a fun idea.
Yeah, it's something. It's something different.
You got Slash, you got Grimstone.
Oh god, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
You could probably.
You got Paddles.
Yeah, Scorn. They could bring him back.
That's 4.
Yeah, so.
I'm sure you can come with a flyer.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's another kind of pterodactyl, but not pterodactyl.
Well, they did it in the comics because they brought Strafe, the name Strafe from the films, into the comics, making her a Camion.
I'd rather not have one that is just a pterodactyl, just with 2 heads, though.
Yeah.
Use the name, that'd be fine. Just try and figure out another flyer that isn't just a pterodactyl or looks identical to a pterodactyl, just to make it a bit more different.
The problem is a lot of the flying lizards of that era they don't. Yes, there's a certain similarity in their geometry.
If you want to be like ballsy, you have that shit one which has like the body of a pterodactyl, but the like raptor head. Whatever that one's called.
Or they make them a Narcoteryx, the original bird, the feathered flyer.
Oh, is that the one that they used in Beast Wars Neo, whatever that was called?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I'd be down with that. That'd be interesting enough.
Yeah.
Mr. White says he has chicken feet on his legs. His legs? Chicken feet.
Oh, yeah, that's the what we think are rockets. Yeah, they do look a bit chicken feety.
Okay, yeah. And respectful nod for mentioning of Paddles, yes. The great and powerful Paddles. Never forget. So in terms of redos, he obviously got a G1 redo because we're very inventive here, and I don't think this looks much better. It's just got an orange head or yellow head. It's like, yeah, well.
I mean, again, the color placement, like with Snarl, is pretty spot on for a G1 take on Sludge within the confines of this design. So yeah,
it's just like it's G1. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
What can you do? Did they have any other versions of this die? Slog?
I don't think they did, because
30s. Yeah, that was the G1 version. That's it.
Yeah.
Seems. Unless there's just ones that we TFU and TF Wiki don't have. So I'd say this is the most disappointing color scheme wise because it's not weird. Like he's just black, dark metallic gray, and random splobs of red on it, and that's about it. It's not like the purple one or the green one or the blue one, etc., etc. It's just it's the gray one. It's like, oh, okay, well, fair enough.
Bit of a shame because I know, if I remember, he was the other Voyager class Dinobots after Grimlock.
Yes,
and I think it was because he came out in Wave 3. He was kind of like the last of the Voyager class figures that people needed to complete the team. And the colors aren't exciting, are they? Not compared to some of the others.
Maybe that'd be good for people that want like just his standard colors here are, I guess, kind of G1. That's why the G1 redeco isn't really that impressive because he's almost there anyway. So there'll be people that'll be happier that he's not random G2-ish kind of bizarre colors. But for the rest of the team, he just kind of looks dull compared to them.
He does a bit, unfortunately, doesn't he?
Yeah. And our last figure of the night is the leader class toy, as it's called, the Optimus Prime. The blurb for the little pictures: no one makes fun of Optimus Prime's then slashed out security survival backpack, and he gets away with it. It's the pictured version. Yeah, this had a gigantic, huge honking backpack, which was the back of the cab. It's like the 4 wheels on the back. He had shoulder pads, which were attached to his neck, seemingly, which floated more like wings. He had his big sword. He had very thin, slender arms. He had gigantic hip skirts as well. This figures all over the place, and he was
It really is.
super blue, like barely any
Yeah.
red, and the red was not very well painted on here for the flame effects either.
It was weird. I remember this was kind of the big deal in this film, was that he was getting the updated Peterbilt design compared to the more classic look he'd had in the classic Peterbilt he'd had in the first 3 films.
And I don't think the design was bad. It's just for some reason the toy was, like you say, very movie 1-esque, as in
Yeah.
I'd say it's lesser than movie 1, because at least that had the excuse of, well, it's got an automorph feature and lights and sounds in it. This, I don't think this did.
No, I mean, there's not really an excuse to have that much backpack hanging off.
It felt like this was the kids' toy version, but priced at the leader price point. You know, like a 3-step changer.
Yeah,
but it's not a 3-step changer.
It feels a bit like the Revenge of the Fallen Voyager class, which was not a bad figure.
Yeah, but again, my brain stuck on the leader one. I was like, no.
Yeah.
That was for crazy people.
Hey, I resemble that remark. But you know what I mean? So, bit of a shell former, there's stuff. It works for what it is, but it's a shame because it could have been more, and for Prime at a leader price point, you expect more.
Well, leader, this is crazy. Like, look at his legs. He's he doesn't have full feet. He's got like heels. He's got high heels. The front of his feet are like the toes of a woman's shoe, and then the back of it is like the cab.
No, you know what it is? He's wearing Cuban heels.
What's a Cuban heel? I don't know what that is.
That's a men's shoe with a very which has a noticeable heel to it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the definition of what it is. Yeah.
He's also got very long model-like legs as well, as in fashion model. So maybe this was glamour mode Optimus Prime more so than anything else.
Yeah, and it's weird because you can see there's articulation going on. So there's a decent amount for legs.
Yeah.
The toesies are actually on a joint, so they can get a bit of a rocker to them. Not much, but there is some there. The arms seem to have a decent amount of articulation to them because they don't actually.
Well, it looks like he does have no. Oh, I don't know if he has wrist. It's not like left
Maybe
and
not
right
wrist, but it looks like he has bicep swivels.
Bicep swivel, yeah. He's got the standard kind of stuff.
Yeah.
No waist swivel?
Doesn't look like it. I don't think so because of how
his backpack works. Unless there's unless there's a one hidden underneath his front skirt, which we can't see because it's over the top there.
I mean, I appreciate the fact that they've put there's a notch where you can store the sword in robot mode and probably in vehicle mode as well. That's nice.
Yeah.
It's not anything special, but it's not something you get often.
But for a leader figure, you're like, well, that's the least they can do, I suppose.
Yeah, it really is. It really is.
Excelhead says, just rewatched the Evasion Prime scenes. Turns out Prime did have flames, did he? On his on the side of his truck. The flames could also be seen in robot mode by his wrists and ankles. Oh, well, I didn't see that. I don't remember it at the very least.
That's the old mental bleach trying to block the film out.
Yeah, there's not much that I remember. There was a couple of redos of this guy for some fucking reason. There was the Takara version, which had much better red paint application on. It's still very, very blue, but there's also a little bit of metallic blue on his chest and whatnot. There was a Lucky Draw version, which I don't know why you'd want a Lucky Draw version of this version of the figure, but he's there. They also showed
that's very gold.
It's very gold. There was also a Leader Class Grimlock and Leader Class Optimus Prime set for some reason. This was the Platinum Edition from 2014. It's a redeco, blah, blah, blah. The Optimus Prime palette is now darkened with some additional painted details, and his Sword of Judgment is now light blue. Wow. Optimus Prime features...
And lots of chrome.
Yeah, Optimus Prime features chrome on his Vector Shield, chest, and on his head. This set was an exclusive shared by Big Bad Toy Store, Toys R Us, was also sold during the Taiwanese events celebrating the launch of Transformers Rising, which I assume is this movie. So, what do you think of this version? This is very first movie color scheme, apart from the chrome.
The darker blue works. I think it's just the fact that it's just blue and red on the flames. That kind, yeah. And then the chrome on the body on the robot mode is a bit.
Really shows how little color there is on the chest.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, there's literally like 4 paint apps, maybe 6 paint apps on the chest. There's like 2 near the shoulder, the red bits which are a little bit close to the chest, and then the blue ones which are a little bit lower than that. It's like, oh, okay, well, that's odd.
Yeah. However, we're about to get to 2, I think, quite decent takes on this mold.
Even if the mold's poo.
Yeah, but they're doing fun stuff with it, so.
Yes, next up is the Armored Knight Optimus Prime. Armored Knight Optimus Prime is a retool of the Age of Extinction leader that we were talking about, featuring a new head sculpt with a rotating faceplate, one side with a mask, the other without. The whole part rotates, so you can turn it around and changes, obviously, along with other remolded body parts. It seems like Japan just looked at some of these figures and said, no, fuck that, let's try and fix this mess.
Yeah,
every now and again.
And fair play to them, they tried.
They did also the skirt, his skirt. Did they? Oh yeah, they did. Okay.
Yeah.
The skirt, the waist skirt, I mean, the feet. Oh yeah. And the chest, giving it a more screen accurate appearance. Fucking hell, again. He includes more movie accurate weapons, featuring a sword and shield, albeit not so accurate colors. The sword is transparent orange blade. Was also a nod to the sword's heat up mode in the concept art, not in the movie. He's covered in metallic paint, along with additional chrome on his rims and bumper. The new Sword of Judgment accessory was later redecoed in a screen accurate colors as a giveaway item for the Last Night campaign in Japan. So they went, oh, well, we fucked up the sword. Here's a normal version of it. So
yeah, that sounds about right.
The fact that they changed the face makes it look better. The new chest, again, looks better. He does still have really big shoulder-plated wing armor. The side skirts are much smaller, so they look a lot more tidy. He just has a lot more paint, and he's got normal feet. He's still got the weird heel spurs and whatnot.
Yeah.
And he's still got the gigantic backpack. But this does look better. Not leader price point better, but better.
I'd say so, yeah.
Yeah.
This is kind of what you want as the bare minimum, you know?
I think that's fair. Maybe if you want to be kind to Hasbro, maybe if they did their version, you wouldn't put the red flames on his chest. You just have that as a red part. Other than that, I think the gold was necessary because otherwise, because we saw otherwise, that's just silver and you can't see anything else.
The gold helps us break things up, and it is actually a detail that's on the screen model.
Yeah.
So.
And again, the legs are a lot more interesting. They've actually got flames on the legs, though he does have, again, very long, slender, appealing lady legs. They're, again, more interesting to look at because they actually have paint on. They've got something to look at.
Absolutely, yeah.
So it is better.
And the vehicle mode is much improved.
Yes. The previous version we talked about, where it was too dark color scheme wise, this is this looks like the correct level of blue and the correct level of red, and it doesn't look like the blue's bleeding through the red flames. It looks like it's still a lot of blue for this design, but it
and you know what?
Mush.
I'll even happily take the way that the shield is in that translucent orange, then painted over, because it's actually quite nice paint that they put over it.
Yeah.
And the sword, the only real issue for the sword is that the hilt's not painted, but
yeah, it does look like the blade's heated up, and so is the handle as well, which would hurt.
A tad unfortunate, but you know what? Yeah, that's where paint's going to rub no matter what. So I understand that one.
I guess it looks better than it just being a grey sword, even though I guess that would be more accurate. It's different, I suppose.
Yeah.
And then, of course, because Japan is Japan, there is, when it loads up, the Black Knight Optimus Prime, which is Optimus Prime, but he is black and teal colored, so not a huge shock there. I think this is the remolded one that Japan did. They've just changed it into Scourge colors, effectively. So this one looks nice as well.
It does.
And I'm guessing the orange for the sword and the shield was not paint, because I think that was translucent as well, because for this figure, it's translucent red, which granted looks a bit pinky on the first image, but I think it is meant to be red.
Yeah, but Scourge is one of those characters where red moving into a pink actually works really well with his colors, especially when it ends up looking like a very hot pink color. So
yeah, that's fine.
But this does work quite nicely. It's an obvious redeco to go for. But has any Scourge redeco of a Optimus Prime ever really looked bad?
Statistically, there has to be one, just based on statistics. But I can't think of one off the top of my head where it's not being done well. You know,
it's at least been a look that makes you go, oh.
Yeah, but black and red and this weird teal color, they work shockingly well, and silver.
Yeah.
Can't say no. This was an exclusive to Japanese Toys R Us stores, so it's probably not very cheap to get now, but yeah, c'est la vie. It's a Scourge repaint. It's a black Optimus Prime repaint, so that's how they usually go. And that's it. That's Age of Extinction, not including the shitty line that we're obviously not going to talk about, because who cares about them? It's line one.
Yeah, that was actually a surprisingly svelte line for a Bayverse film.
I think we mentioned it on part one, where they definitely kind of reduced the amount of toys from the last movie to this one. I can't remember if that's the case for The Last Night and this line or not. Like, is it a similar toy spread, or is it more?
I'm trying to think, because I know you had the actual Knights of Cybertron themselves. There were a few there. There was the Commander class Terracons set. I'm trying to think what else there was overall, because you had
Megatron. Like there's more. There was 5 waves for the deluxes. And the first wave was 4 figures. Second wave was 4 figures. Third wave was 3 figures. Fourth wave was 1, and fifth wave was 1. So I think there's just 4 there. There were 3 waves of Voyagers and 2 waves of deluxes as well. Sorry, leaders as well, and Legends figures.
Yeah, and I think this may have actually had this film may have actually had more distinct personalities of characters in it.
This one meaning The Last Night, or this one meaning Age of Extinction?
The Last Night, because you had Megatron's team he assembled, who lasted all of 10 minutes, admittedly, but they all had pretty great introductions.
XL Head says, I'll give you one, Andy, because I remember I don't like it. Legacy Scourge. But was it just because of the mold, or was it because of the placement of the colors on it? That's the question.
Is that for the Velocitron Scourge? Because I quite like that one, to be honest.
It just says Legacy Scourge, so I assume it's the Velocitron one, and I would assume it's because the mold's not great. Because that mold's not a banger, unfortunately. It's got the shoulders issue, which we've talked about before.
Yeah, for some reason I don't find the shoulders on that one as egregious as I do on Armada Megatron. I don't know why. I don't know why that is.
Yeah. Well,
I have the same problem, but for some reason.
We'll be talking about The Last Night, I guess, next. And then after that, it's like Bumblebee and then Rise of the Beast. And then we never need to talk about the movie toys again. And we'll need to go back to the generation stuff. Or Binal Tech.
No,
we might need to talk about Binal Tech.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
There's a blast from the past.
Yeah. We haven't talked about that line.
No. I had a couple of those back in the day.
I had a decent few of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we could talk about Masterpiece toys as well.
Or am I thinking of Alternate? No, I had some Alternators. I didn't get any Binal Tech.
the difference was there was more die-cast in the alternators.
Yeah.
Sorry, in the vinyl tech than there was the alternators with the same figures though. So that's fine. We can talk about them.
Yeah.
Where can people find you on the internet, Big D, if you want them to? If you want to be found?
Oh,
like, where's
I am
Waldo?
all over social. I'm all over the socials as David Kelly. You can't really miss me because it's the weird Welsh spelling. I contribute to ukanime.net. I just had a review for Death Scythe Hell go up, and the high grade kit, and I should have another review going up in the next week or so with Mr. Gruff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm his cohort on the Deeper Dives show for the Fluff and Hammer, where we find articles of years gone by and ramble over them. And in a similar vein, myself and Mr. White do Fluff and Busters, which has its own YouTube channel now. We've just had our fourth show go up. We did Highlander, and we're working for a mixture of existing stuff we've done, hadn't got posted before, and new stuff. So it's all been fun.
Ooh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
That's all of the things?
I think so. Yeah. That's everything.
Excel's Hedge says, you said you didn't like the mold. I loved it. Oh, okay. He loved the mold. I remember you. Oh, he's saying, right. It was like, I'll give you one because I remember you don't like Legacy Scourge. Okay. And he liked it. Okay. My bad. There we go. And you can find me on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube as Decade Andy. I'm on Moonbase. Obviously, we do the Moonbase 2 podcast, which is on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube as Moonbase 2 Transformers Podcast. We're on ccbunker.weebly.com. The Moonbase 2 forums, all those places. Moonbase 2 Transformers Podcast. You'll find things, at least one or two things.
We are.
Yeah, we'll be here next week for news. I haven't actually checked to see if there was any news this week. I don't think. I'm guessing there probably wasn't. There's a few bits, but yeah, not a lot. There'll be hopefully between now and next week there'll be something I can fill out a show with. I'm sure there will be. Oh, there's
the only thing
there's a Doctor Wu recolor of their Scorponok into Shattered Glass version, which is what if Scorponok was Metroplex colors? It's like, oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, and DNA have announced they've shown off the upgrade kit for Prima. And I think I saw a leak went up of a gift set of G2 coloured Seduce Series Swoop and Sludge.
Yes, that was already announced a while ago, I think, if I remember right. So it's nothing
I know
new.
it'd been announced. I hadn't seen pictures of it because it's unsurprisingly eye bleeding.
I might be wrong.
I'm
you
pretty
said
sure
the Prime upgrade kit. I talked about that last week. The one with the paper stuff.
Yeah.
I talked about that last week. It's good. It's a good kit. Yeah, it looks nice. Makes an okay figure a lot more interesting visually.
Yeah, DNA once again coveting my bank balance.
Yeah, as they do.
Yes.
Right. Well, thank you everybody for coming on by. We'll be here again in the evening, 9:00, 9:30 in the evening, UK time. If you want to come on by on YouTube, on Twitch, we'll see you next week. And thank you, Big D, for coming on by.
No worries. Always a pleasure.
Bye-bye.